And I need you to know that this is a war zone. My favorite pastime is not just to go shopping, but to specifically go shopping at Ross. Ross has been called a million different things. Their tagline is dress for less. And it used to be, do you love it? I love it. I got it at Ross. That used to be the song. Then everyone started to call it cross dress for less. I understand that you can go to TJ Maxx, you can go to Marshall's, which is similar, but what separates Ross from all these other places is they have a dedicated plus size department. The other two may have a few items, but not dedicated. When you go to Ross, these are some of my guidelines. When you go to Ross, there really are a few general, not just guidelines, but I really do call them rules that you should follow when you're shopping at Ross. The first thing is always have in mind one item that you want to purchase that you may be returning the next time you shop. It could be anything. It could be a $5 t-shirt. It could be a plant on clearance. It could really be any item that you are going to buy because the next time you come into the store and you want to check out, you can expedite the checking out process by getting in the return line. Usually there's only maybe like 1 or 2 people in the return line, but the regular line is like, it could be 20 people deep, especially if you go on a Tuesday, which is when it's like 55 and over discount, 10% discount. If they give you the discount, don't argue. They're not telling you you're old. They're telling you get 10% off. So just take the 10% off. Which leads me to, when you're shopping at Ross, you have to go to several different ones because they don't all have the same merchandise. Some may have 4 of an item, some may have 1 of an item because they are, in fact, clearance items from other stores. Generally, they are closeouts from somewhere else. You can find, Tom Ford perfume sometimes, maybe just 1 bottle. If you do see that, grab it while you can because you're not going to find it again. They don't just say like, seasonally, we're bringing in all of this and we're always going to have it. They might have 1. The one up the street might have 5. Then the next 10 you go to might not have any. That's just the way it's going to be. You have no control over that. So if you see those items, you want to grab them while you can. When you shop for an item in the store, because it is filled with people who are also looking for a bargain, oftentimes there are things that are damaged or things that are missing or things that you may not think are going to be a problem, but will be a problem if you didn't check for them. So one of my favorite aisles is the candle aisle. I love going up and down the aisle smelling candles, but for some reason their kids like to get in these tins or candles that have a lid and pull the wick out. So be mindful of that. If you do say, I like this scent, I'm going to get one from the back because no one's touched it. I do that all the time. I'm always like, I want one from the back. Take that out. Be careful because it might be missing a wick. That cosmetics aisle is always going to be adjacent to the shoe aisle. And I need you to know that this is a war zone. You really have to go into this with all of the training that you've had through your whole life, especially if you've worked in retail. You already know that you are going to fare well. Like you know if you've worked in retail, this is a recovery mission. This is going to be, I'm going to be fine in this. If you're an amateur, go into it knowing that eventually you will succeed, but you might not succeed the first time. And the reason I say this is because not every shoe is going to have its mate. You might see a shoe that you like and you're like, where is the other one? There's a size 11 9 West pump here and I want it, but where's the other one? Calm down, just collect yourself for a second, just take a deep breath. Just like that. And I need you to assess that not everything is in your eye line. So not everything is here. You're going to have to look down. You're going to have to look up. You're going to have to look behind and around. And you might have to go, I'm going to have to move from size 11 down to 10 because somebody might have tried it on and moved it. So you're going to have to look at 10. And then you might have to realize, I do see this same kind of shoe in the 10s and the 11s. I see it over in the 8s. what that says to me is that there might be a full end cap of that same color of shoe. So check the end caps. Oftentimes they are there, not always, but it's very often that you will find the mate for that shoe. You are on your fucking own. Don't go to Ross and go, I'm going to go to the front and see if they can call the store in Tustin and see if they have it. They're not going to call another store. It just does not work that way. They have what they have. They're going to sell what they're going to sell. They want the stuff to move. It's priced to move. That is just the way it's going to be. It's bargain hunting. But if you do like to cross-dress for less, if you've seen me wear it and you love it, I love it too because I got it at Ross.